There's that research done, lovely. So, upgrades. This is the thing we want, so that we can view all of the things on our planet. So everything you build from this in this game in the replicator, you don't have to think, oh, what do I need to build this, and then build the things before it, because it automatically builds everything for it as long as you've got the base resources. So even though I need 2 stone bricks, 4 iron ingots, 4 circuit boards and 2 magnetic coils to build a smelter, it tells me I can build 5 from everything in here, because it will automatically process these into ingots, these into ingots, these into cooked stone, etc. So when I try to build 10 energy cubes, electromagnetic matrices even, it'll build all the things I need before it for this research, which is cool. Let's keep picking up the resources from these. When this research is done, I'll be able to pick a nice place to go build our actual starting base, our jumpstart base. So the jumpstart base is not a it's not a new term. It's been a term that's been used in games like Satisfactory and Factorio for a long time. I've only become aware of it reasonably recently. Here comes our research. Lovely, so now we can look at
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution details of the ore veins.
Oh yeah, there we go. Right. Oh, there's loads on here. There's a side of the planet with just oil and a bit of coal, and then there's a side of the planet with, oh, that's where we are. And there's loads of ore veins everywhere. Doesn't seem to be a good place where there's iron and copper all nearby a big chunk of land to build on, which is a pain. I guess I don't need a huge chunk of land for what I need, but it does present an interesting space issue. I'll look at that in a minute. We might have to be nearby here. Of course, you can build foundations to expand your building space. I might have to just lay lots of belts down to move all the resources I need. Okay, what's next? So, we don't need to look at our planetary system yet. We could start upgrading the mech. Let's do this first. So I'll cut out some bits, like the waiting for resources bits. So I'm placing down.
You built a smelter,
smelters. Oh,
which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically, while you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously. You need to use sorters and conveyor belts. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Okay, thank you. Kinda wish he'd shut up, but never mind. these are going to start smelting for me. Oh, I'm out. Getting low on power. Ooh. I've got a few more wind turbines. So if I've got machines making these iron ingots for me, it saves me having to do that step in the process for the research cubes. If I next build myself some more belts, some more of these, some boxes. Okay, that's good. Yes, I know I can build an matrix lab. It wants me to put this down so it can tell me all about it. Go on then.
Matrix Lab. You can use it to make super matrices or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the homeworld. You could upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the homeworld simultaneously.
Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. So there's a nice system in this game that allows you to figure out everything ratio-wise. So the Mark 1 conveyor belt can move 6 items per second, which is 360 per minute. I could do with a calculator really, but yeah, I'm sure I think it's that. These will move 1.5 items per second, basically, out of the machines onto the belts, or from the belts into machines. Hence why I'm building some storage in a minute. I'm just building some of these machines so I can get some more production going. So these machines can be in any sort of angle. Which is nice. Need some of these soon. And upgrade our power grid too. I have an assembler. Let's see what he says when we put this down. You've built an assembler. No? So these can build complex items that require more than one component. So basically the smelter will... have I got a smelter to put down here? Almost. The smelter will basically smelt raw ore and uncut stone and other items like it into materials, and then the assembler can construct items out of components you've already smelted. For example, copper ingot and the what's that component called? The magnet will make a magnetic coil, and copper and iron together will make circuit boards, but they can only be made in these machines. They can't be made in the smeltery. You can also build buildings in these assemblers. You have to find a way to feed in all the components automatically if you're going to do that. We're building the smelteries now, are we? Okay, so let's So if I've got 150 per minute coming out of these can smelt 60 per minute. 60, 120, 180. Yeah, so I only need 3 of these smelteries for this mining machine. This one will be the same because it's on 5 veins like this one is, so... But I can stick the smelteries down for this one are going to be... They're going to smelt magnets for me.
You have a building without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Okay, so these will take an iron ore to make a magnet instead of an iron ingot, like this one does. It's an interesting theme in this game, having things that kind of need to be smelted from the same type of ore differently. For example, stone you can make into stone bricks or into glass, or you can even turn it into silicon ore if you use loads of it. So if you've got a huge amount of stone, you can mass produce silicon ore, then turn it into silicon, even though this planet has 0 silicon on it, which is a reason to leave your starter planet, because obviously, you know, you need silicon to continue making progress. How are we doing with production? Got the wind turbines coming up. Gonna need some conveyor belts. So this could take a little time. I will try and cut out all the boring bits like this. So at the beginning you can kind of do things like this, and oh yeah, you can select a filter for the items in a chest as well, which is nice. But yeah, you can kind of set up little production things like this going, where this will build gears for me passively. Which is nice, I can just have that do that. Getting close? No. So at least that will make gears. That's making iron ingots, that'll make some gears over time. This is going to be building magnets shortly. As soon as I have enough conveyor belts. Okay, after a little bit of work, I've set up automation for iron ingots. I've got gears being made just slowly. I've got the magnets being made from that one. I've got 2 lots of copper going to this to make copper ingots. We're all well on our way. So the main thing to know about the belts, because they can move 6 items per second on a belt, it means that the max items you can get through, if you completely saturate the belt with items, you can get 6 smelteries in a row before you end up with idle smelteries, because they can't do anything. So, as these make 1 ingot every 1 second from 1 ore, they take 1 ore off there, then obviously per second there's 6 of them, so 6 per second, that means they can take a whole full belt and smelt it into a full belt of ingots. Yeah. So, main thing to do now, I guess I could combine some things to automate some other things, but I kind of want to do those matrix cubes. So let's put down a storage for my junk, because I don't need all this stuff clogging up my inventory. That's better. Okay, and now I can pick up these, pick up all this, pick up these, pick up these, and I should be able to make, yeah, I can make 400 of these, but I only need 70. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That's going to take a little while, so I'll cut off again here and come back when they're done. So the whole point of this game is to automate everything, build and expand exponentially until you have a massive empire, not only on your starting planet but also in your whole solar system and also neighbouring solar systems, until you can bring in enough resources to actually build a Dyson sphere, which could take a while. I've never got that far yet, but I plan to. This playthrough I'm doing will be hopefully the one I do it on. So we're going to start off slow. This is not our jumpstart base, this is just the base I've set up to build things I need for it. I don't think there's enough land mass to build the jumpstart base where I want it. That's the problem. I might have to actually get some concrete foundations on the go so I can actually build it in a reasonable location. I guess the fact that there's 2 iron veins, 1 copper vein, might have to be on this bit here. Might be the only place with room for it, apart from if that oil well wasn't there. That's the annoying thing about starting on a planet like this, is that you don't have the space to build anything meaningful until you get concrete. Let's have a look. Where is the concrete? Obviously you need to do steel smelting because you need the steel for it. So let's put that in the queue as well. This is it, isn't it? Yeah, environment modification, that's the one. So to do that you would need a big old facility making concrete to get enough to do anything meaningful. So you would have to have a system making loads of steel, system making loads of stone bricks, and then machines putting them all together to make concrete en masse. Which I can do, but it's just annoying that it would have to be done before the jumpstart base. We'll see. We'll have a look. We'll find some room. Let's aim to unlock flying, shall we? So I can actually... okay, let's do that one. Then unlock flying. Okay, so we're well on our way. This is where we'll probably call it for the first episode. But what we'll do next time is build our jumpstart base, and we'll get set up for the future expansion by doing that. So let's walk away from these noisy machines. Oh dear. That was weird. Did I lose something? Yeah. Yeah, okay. What have I lost? What is that? Oh, that's an inserter. I don't want to lose that, do I? Let's put away some things again. Let's put those away for now, I don't need them. So when you drop stuff, because you have a full inventory, you can pick it up again like that. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was given the new stuff that I just unlocked. So we got some Sorter Mark 2s, even though I can't yet build the motor that allows you to make them, which is quite funny. Anyway, so what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to carry on this research manually, get all these things done, and find a proper location for this jumpstart base, and I'll be back to show you that in construction when I do it. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. My name's Eggia Haiip. Thank you for joining me for Dyson Sphere Programme, and I'll see you next time. Take care, my friends. Bye for now.